Is it a little frustrating against Denver, like given the lineup they rolled
Oh
out
no,
there?
it doesn't matter what lineup is out there. Just going out there winning. We felt like we left some plays out there. We could have executed. We could have made some more layups. We could have hit some more shots. It's the NBA. It doesn't matter what lineups out there. People are gonna play hard. Uh, they play extremely hard. Some other players stepped up for them, and that's what's gonna be expected in this league. A lot of people are really talented. They did a great job of stepping up, but we gotta
Darko said
finish some shots, make some shots. Yeah.
The other day, Darko said that the starts were bothering him. The first quarters were upsetting to him. When you're out there, what do you feel they're good or bad, or where can we improve?
I think that first quarter it was kind of going back and forth, but I think at the end of it, I think it kind of got a little carried away. But it happens. You want to control it, you want it to be in your favor, but sometimes it just happens to be that way.
The comeback's almost a double-edged sword, where it's like it's good to know that you guys are capable of locking in and coming back with big deficits, but at the same time, you don't want to have to rely on that.
No, I just think I don't know. How much were we down?
8 in the fourth.
14.
And what?
We're down 8 with about 8 minutes left for 10 minutes.
That's not even that bad. But yeah, that's not that bad for. But I guess it just put some urgency in us that we should have been had throughout the game. Sometimes things isn't going our way. It's not going our way, but we always got to lock in on that defensive side of the ball. I think we get away from that, and then you see that second group come in, pick it back up for us, and now the whole game is changing, physicality is changing, us getting to the paint, creating for each other. Everything just changes, but we got to start the game that way, set the tone. We got to be better as a first group to set that tone.
The first voting returns for the fan All-Star thing came out a few days ago. Were you as surprised as we were that you weren't in the top 20 in the East, and do you feel any way about it?
I don't really think I was surprised. It is what it is. At the end of the day, I'm just trying to win basketball games. At the end of the year, when our defense come out, I think I'll be more worried about that.
You've said before the year that the individual accolades, that stuff will come with winning, and you guys have been winning.
Yeah.
Is it just one of those things that it takes people some time to catch on to a team that was losing last year and is winning this year?
I don't know. I'm just going out there trying to play basketball at the highest level. That's what I feel like I've been doing.
Having a couple of triple-doubles in the last 3 games, that's got to get people's attention. Is that a level of production you think you can hit a little semi-regularly now? You've kind of been
pretty much kind of close to there. When things is just going right, things going right. Things been going right. I'm just trying to be more intentional on rebounding. Pushing the ball in fast break. It's great having RJ back out there. He gets me some free assists, with how he runs the floor, his shot making. He gives me some free assists all the time. So, it's good that we're running, getting our habits right. Just trying to lock in on rebounding. When I score, it just happens to be there.
Since the Miami game, you guys have been seeing a lot of zone, maybe before that too. How do you feel you guys are performing against zone?
When we get to our spots and we're running it right, I feel like we're doing it the right way. I love being in there where they're in the zone. There's always like a place in the zone where, you can find an opening. I find that opening, I feel like, all the time. I feel like I get the shot that I want, the shot that the team wants. I love when that goes in.
You seem to find the nail against the zone, right in the middle, right at the lane. Nail. Is that where you operate the best from, do you think?
I just think that's where, they leave the opening. So you just got to find some. Sometimes they switch it up. Sometimes they go 1-3-1. Sometimes they go like a little 3-2. Sometimes they put the big man up. Just find it, attack it, get the ball there. Either shoot a midi. Sometimes we get some back cuts. They drop off, hit the corner. You just got to find the spots.
Is there an aspect of your game this season so far where you feel like you've surprised yourself?
Surprised myself? I don't even know. Like I said, I'm just going out there trying to win. I feel like I'm not doing nothing crazy different. Just playing the right way, doing what it takes to win. trying to help out my teammates as best as possible.
When you look at your three-point shooting, for example, you had mentioned before the season how your fingers needed to heal, and that was kind of the main thing with your last season. How did you feel about it so far?
Last season, I still shot it with confidence. It was just broke. It wasn't going in. I still shot it with confidence. I felt like every single one was going in. Just staying confident, just shooting it. Last game, they let me shoot it. I want to shoot it so bad too. So thank you, appreciate it.
I mean, Zach, Yak's been out so long. You've been playing tons of minutes at 5.
I've been at like 4 games.
But I mean, I think Coach Edelman from Denver was saying, look, when Scottie's playing 5, it's not small ball. Like the rebounding numbers would show it. Do you kind of enjoy it? Like they get to put you on the block a little bit. You can play make out of there. You can beat some guys. Rebounding's obviously there. Like,
do I enjoy it? It is what it is. Do I love having Yak out there? I do love having Yak out there. CMB's been doing a great job stepping in, filling that role as well. His offense rebounding numbers have been off the charts, helping us rebound, getting blocks, rotating. So that's been great for us as well. So it's hard for him to be off the floor. Just got to stop fouling a little bit, it helps him out. But, I love having those 5-mans out there. I have a great connection with them when I'm out there on the floor. So, I miss Yak out there.
How did Mo Bamba so far in practice?
I think he's been doing a great job getting adjusted to it, figuring out plays, figuring out what spots he needs to be at, where Coach wants him. And, I feel like he can just be great for us defensively. With how long his arms are, shot blocking at the rim, he can be great for us defensively as well.
How did it feel when Collins started the third quarter? You and he were sort of switching on JV and Murray in the pick and roll. It's sort of the first extended time we've seen that. How did it feel to sort of have that, defensive option? Like what you?
No, we've been doing that.
I know, but to start a quarter, that's like they were running a lot of 1-5 pick and roll, and they, how does that feel for you just to be able to switch with somebody with such similar defensive skills to you?
That's regular for us. We've been doing that. It feels good, I guess, if that's what I'm going to say.
I don't want you to say anything.
It's great.
You can say the question is stupid and I'm not very smart. That's fine.
No. What a great question. We've been doing that, but, it's great to know that I can trust someone to have my back, similar size, strong as hell, be able to switch no matter where out there on the floor. He can guard guards, guard bigs, 1 through 5. Colin can do that. Shout out Colin Murray Boyles.